Alright, it's raining, of course. We're trying to get the rear drums off, heating them, hitting them with a hammer, and then putting some PB blaster on them. I'm going to get the drums off and get in there and clean all that mess up and take out the wheel cylinders and clean all this up, which is not terribly bad. And we're going to clean it all up with a wire brush and get some paint on it. And then do the rear end. But of course, I can't do anything or go anywhere without getting rained on.
It's been beautiful all day.
It's because race car or street car.
It'll just be a really slow race car.
It won't be slow.
Oh, well.
When you're ready for race, it'll be ready for race. Walk them side to side. It's coming.
I feel like it's just
All right, heat it. There you go. All right, she's got the drum off. Had to heat it and soak it and heat it and soak it and hammer it, but all that rust build up around the ring areas. You know how them things are when they've sat for a lot of years. They basically weld themselves to the axle. But got it off, and we're going to pull the wheel cylinder out and all that other stuff and all the brake shoes and all that. But we got to get the other side loose first. Take that and clean it all up. Then get in there and clean everything up. Just getting them off usually sucks a lot harder than that. The other side's probably going to be the one that's really bad. But you got one of them all, so that's good. Alright, that other one was a fight. It was literally welded together. The brakes was stuck to the drum. But we got it off.
God, that's a lot of crap.
Yep. But it's off. And that's a wrap for right now. We're going to clean them up and paint them. And get in there and take all the brakes and stuff off. And clean up rear end and all that other stuff. It'll sit right there. It'll be fine till tomorrow. Alright. Got all the rust cleaned off the leaf springs and rear end. Getting all that painted. There's the drums. Get them painted. Lots of cleaning. Ain't painted back that part yet. Lots of cleaning, lots of painting. She's done been hit with a drill and had it wrapped up in her britches and everything else. Smashed her finger, cut her hand.
I'll live.
Not to mention was up this morning sick, throwing up.
Real as it gets, right?
It's just not her day. She's still out here working on it.
Yeah, so sorry, YouTube fans. Excuse the fact that I look like a cobbled up piece of dog shit right now, but I'm still out here.
It really looks good though. It's getting there.
Because race car.
Street car, because street car.
Street car, race car.
Everything's looking better. Just a little bit of time. Like I telling her, all you gotta do is clean it once. And clean it once and get it painted. You don't have to worry about it again for a long time. All that clean and painted. Alright, working on Camaro. Digging out all the wiring and figuring out where everything goes. Headlights, starter, alternator. And that right there plugs in the firewall. This goes to the fuse box, which should be run to the switch, so that should work. Might stick a battery in it, test it. Or just hook jumper cables from your battery over to the terminals on this.
Yeah.
See what's what. And back here, see, I got these. That runs in there, comes out through that hole, plugs in right there. Just needs to be cleaned. And when you put all your lights in. They'll just pop in. Have to get a lot of bulbs.
Yeah.
This come with 2 of these. There's the other one over there. Alright, there's all the headlight stuff. There's all the ignition stuff. Goes in there wire brushing all the floors. There is one rust spot right there, a little bit of a hole, but there ain't nothing. Seen a whole lot worse. She's getting the floors cleaned up and throw some paint on them. Here she comes back with a vacuum cleaner. And I got the front end fixed. Apparently the doors wasn't open and closed right, and I got to looking. And the main bolts hold the front end on and up were out. So I actually have clearance now. See, right there. That's how far it's supposed to be. So I'm doing. All that was loose, just hanging there, wasn't bolted up. So we're bolting it up. Got that out. Still cleaning. Got that cleaned over there. She's still trying to get this cleaned up. We just pulled the back seats out. Y'all see a bullet hole? There's a bullet hole goes through the trunk. Like somebody laid somebody in there and shot him in the head. See it right there? You can see it real good from underneath. Let me show you. Where is it? There it is. See that? That's a bullet hole. Why would there be a bullet hole in the trunk? Unless somebody just shot through the trunk for some reason. Don't know. This car did come from Jersey. Maybe Vinny got smoked in the back of this car. Makes no difference. Still awesome car. Yeah, maybe they put him in the trunk and then shot him in the head. I don't know. Makes no difference. Like I said, who cares? It'd be alright. It'd be good. It's very odd though. Bullet hole right there. Well, I got all that bolted up. Just got to tighten the other side. Supposed to have some bushes in there, but we ain't got none, so have to do without. Alright, she got all of it cleaned up and fixing to get in there and lay the black to it. And we're going to patch what couple of holes they is. We'll patch them later. Yeah. Coater, that's it. Don't be afraid to get runs, because it don't matter. The more paint that's on it, the better.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that right now.
That's what they make carpet for.
Exactly.
Just cover up that rust. We got a rainbow, rain, and sunshine. It won't last but a second. Alright, well, we got soaked. Absolutely poured on us. Well, it didn't pour, but soaking wet.
Yeah.
Everybody's wet, but there it is. Got a bunch done. Still got a bunch more to go. That cow scoop is Carrie Fox's. He gave it to us just to set on here to see if she'd be able to see over a 6-inch, and it's way too tall, so we're going to have to find a 2-inch or a 4-inch. See, all clean, painted, nice and pretty. Just doing little stuff we still need to do from this point to right there. Clean and paint underneath, and then the whole car all underneath, everything will be cleaned and painted. But yeah, little progress. Okay, here we go. This is the engine out of the 74 going in the back of the trucks for the Camaro. All right, so this is the motor out of my 74. It is going in said Camaro. Karla took her tax money and got all the rest of the parts to finish the Camaro. Well, everything except for drive shaft and seats. She got carpet and...
I need a gas tank still too.
Oh yeah, and a gas tank. Probably run a fuel cell with a sending unit. Get one of them for like 129 bucks. What we'll put in it, or find a factory tank. I don't know, but yeah, all new brake system, moldy carpet, all the seals for the doors, just everything. So it's starting to get warm weather. It's 61 degrees. It's still a little cool with the wind. The Camaro has not moved or done anything since the last time you folks seen it. Winter has sucked. You like her, how she taped it all up to try to keep the water and snow out?
Hey, it worked.
It did actually.
My black paint and my floorboard's still black.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of rusty stuff.
But it worked good. Yeah, we're fixing to jump on her here because spring is just around the corner. Been busy with the 64 and everything else. But, so anyway, what's happening is these are 87 Corvette aluminum heads. And they've got screw and studs, giant valve springs, way overkill for this car. It really doesn't need all that. Yeah, you like how I just popped it off? Ah, there you go. We're gonna pull these heads off because she's got another set of heads. See, these are Dad's old aluminum heads, and they had a lot of port work on them. I remember these are the heads that Dad taught me how to port heads with. These are the, I remember doing them on the port. So he had made these for the 57. And we ended up taking them off 57. It's Camaro time, and these are the heads. These are the 305 HO heads. It's a 22601. These are a 53cc instead of a 58, which will bump the compression up on that motor from its current probably 8.75 to 1. We'll see here in a minute. I don't remember because when I built this, first motor ever built. So I wasn't really too concerned about static compression and dynamic compression, all that stuff. That didn't come until later when I actually learned what I was doing. So
Now it's going to be the first motor in my first car.
yeah, that's my first motor I ever built, going in her first car she ever built. So she's going to put different heads on it, put them heads on it, clean them up. As you can see, they are rusted blue. But yeah, they'll bump the compression up. She'll have about a 9.75 static compression. Dynamic will be like 8.7, which will be perfect for pump gas, and will make that little motor over there a little torque monster. It'll run really good for what she's wanting to do. And the reason we're doing that is because the 342 gear in that car ain't the 488 that was in my 74. So it's going to need more ponies and more torque to compensate for that gear that's in it. So it'll run better in this than it ever ran in my car. I promise you that.
We'll see.
There ain't no seat. I promise you it will. I know it will. The math doesn't lie. It'll run better. Facts are facts. Exhaust port. Then you put your other one up here and hold on to it. And I will pry this right here up. You got her?
Yeah.
There you go. Head is off. And like I said, see them junk 8.5 to 1 pistons? Cylinders look beautiful. No scoring, no gouging. Phil.
Yeah.
No gouges, no scores, nothing.
That's smooth.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't hurt to tear it all the way down and hone it, but we don't need to do all that. It'll be fine. It'll run just fine. But that little bit of glaze, that's just from miles of running. But she's good. Man, ain't really even that much carbon. Considering the amount of miles running with two 750s on the tunnel ram, that should have a whole lot more carbon on it than that. But
yeah, you drove that thing all over the place.
all over. Come on, you can do it. Get it, girl. There you go.
Have a good angle on it.
Yeah. Plus, adding that extension makes it harder to turn. So you could probably now watch your fingers. There you go. There. Go ahead and break the rest of them loose. Should be able to break them loose easier now because you got more leverage without the big extension on there. Watch your fingers. There you go. Because you'll come swinging hard and it'll break loose and you'll run it right into that and cut,
Oh, I know.
cut her good. Done it a bunch. But, all right then. Keep along this path and break them all loose, and then grab it to Walt and buzz them out of there, and we'll knock his head off, and that part will be done. Then we gotta Get the cleaning on them other ones. Be careful. Yeah, all cylinders look about equal. So that's good. Good sign. Go ahead and pull that head gasket off. There it is. Heads are off. All the cylinders looking in good shape. So clean it up real good. Clean them other heads up, put them on there, and throw it back together. Got the intake laying over there. So should be good. We're gonna put a timing chain in it and get rid of my gear drive. So sounds good. Alright, I was working on Camaro today. Waited till the afternoon where it's nice and cool. She's gonna pull the bouncer and the timing cover and do a timing chain swap. You don't want a gear drive, right?
No.
Yeah, I don't like the whine.
No.
She does not want this. What do you want your Camaro to be?
I just want it to be a straight car. I have absolutely no interest in going racing, at least not for now, but I just want to have fun with it.
I guess grab you a 5/8 socket out of there and take that bouncer bolt out. One right in the center. You ain't never used a bouncer puller, have you?
I've seen you do it.
Want your glasses? That one went really smooth. Most of the time it's a lot harder to get them off in that. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep. And there it comes. There you go. One balancer removed. Alright then, now after that we're gonna need 7/16. Alright, balancer's off, now she's pulling the timing cover. Yep, start at the top and pry. With the timing cover, it'll come out past, right there, you see these little dowels? It'll come out past the dowels and it'll come out this way, look. It'll come up and out that way.
Up and out?
Yeah, it'll come like this. This is the flat surface, it'll tilt and then it'll come out like that. Okay. Because there's a lip that goes down in the oil pan. Yep, just like that.
Did it break it?
No, that's a gasket. We got new gaskets.
Oh, okay.
That's why I got you a holding gasket kit. There's your Pete Jackson gear drive.
Take that out.
Yeah, we gotta take it all out. All gear drive. Yeah, it is. That's a brand hammer new crank. That's probably why.
Yeah.
But got the gear drive out of it. Pete Jackson gear drive. Now she's pulling the lower crank gear off. There you go. Alright, set over there with that oven. Alright, next we will install your lower for your double roller timing chain. The recess,
yeah.
The recess always goes that way, and then you'll just line it up in the groove. We'll probably have to get a hammer and a tap to put it on there.
Yeah.
The tone will change when it bottoms out. It'll sound real hollow. Like it'll go dook dook dook, and you'll know it's pretty much bottomed out.
Like that?
It's starting to, yeah. Put the lower timing gear on now with a crank. Alright, she's hammering the lock plate down. We got the double roller timing chain on and went dot to dot, so it's all good. We're going to put some blue Loctite on it and torque everything down, put the cover back on, and push the bouncer back on it. Alright, one more. Alright, timing cover is going back on. After this, we'll throw the bouncer back on it.